spicy. Alright guys, today let's make a Kam Heong Curry Chicken. We all know Kam Heong to be this beautiful, absolutely fragrant dish. No matter what you put in your chicken, clams, squids, but imagine the fragrance of Kam Heong paired together with the fragrance of curry chicken. 2 in 1, it is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Let's go. Have you ever wondered what Kam Heong actually means? You know, we go to the Chinese restaurant, we order Kam Heong chicken, Kam Heong squids, Kam Heong clams, but do we actually know what Kam Heong means? Now, if you don't, let me tell you. Kam Heong literally translates into golden fragrance because of the amount of stuff, spices that they put inside really gives you that fantastic fragrance. In today's infusion, I'm going to be combining Kam Heong and curry chicken together and making it into a very quick and easy stir fry. First off, what we need to do, our chicken. So what we want to do is cut our chicken into nice cubes. Once the chicken is cut, we're going to start marinating it. 2 teaspoons curry powder, a good tablespoon fish sauce, and a tablespoon of oyster sauce. Some white pepper, give it a stir. Okay, beautiful, set this aside. Now, for the rest of the spices, here I've got curry powder, about a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Just give this a good mix, and to that, add in a little bit of water. Okay, so here I have about 4 numbers of shallots, 5 cloves of garlic, 25 grams of dried shrimp. Squeeze out as much of that liquid as you can. Now, don't discard this liquid, yeah? We're going to use it to make the sauce of the chicken. And just give this a rough chop. All right, now, some curry leaves. Add in some oil. Swirl chicken in. Once the chicken goes in, let it sit for a minute. Allow the wok to do the work of giving the chicken nice color. And look, we're not trying to cook the chicken completely at this point. We want to cook it, let's say, about 50% or 70%. Then we remove it, yeah? Because later on, we're going to put this chicken back into the sauce and allow it to simmer until it's fully cooked through. Chicken comes out. Look at that. Nice color searing on the chicken, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Now we're going back in with a little bit more oil, dried shrimp in. Now you want to take it low and slow, yeah, because you want that dried shrimp to really become nice and crisp. And then we're going to add in our shallots and garlic. I'm going in with the dried chilies. Now you want to squeeze out as much water as possible. This is about 10 grams of dried chilies. Now I'm adding in curry leaves. Now by this time, you would know why Kam Heong has the name Kam Heong. All right, and now I'm going in with the curry paste. Gently, slowly stir it around, saute it until the spices are cooked through. Just adding a little bit more oil to help the process. Now I'm going in with about a cup of water and just let it simmer away, allowing all those flavors to combine and marry together. Remember, this is the liquid from soaking the dried shrimps in. About 100 ml of evaporated milk, a good tablespoon of fish sauce, 2 teaspoons sugar, half a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Give this a mix. Look at that beautiful color. Chicken goes in together with all its juices. Look at how luxurious that looks. All right, now, this gravy has become nice and thick. I think it's a little bit too thick. I want to loosen it a little bit. Now, you have the option of using either evaporated milk or a little bit of water. Going in with a little bit more evaporated milk. Give it a quick stir. All right, now to garnish, just get a nice bouquet of coriander and fresh chilies. Ladies and gentlemen, this is done. My Kam Heong Curry Chicken. Enjoy. All right, look at that. Get that on your rice. And this is the only way to enjoy this. I mean, with a nice bowl of rice. Chicken's nice and juicy, tender, and that's because, you know, we didn't simmer the chicken for too long inside that. We give it a nice sear, so it seals on the outside, and then we added it back into the gravy just to finish up that cooking process. Now, here guys, this is definitely a recipe you should try at home, but of course, don't use that insanely spicy dried chili, okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this dish, and if you try it at home, let me know what you think. I hope this content has added value to you. I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.